Hello friends, it is I, Sarah. So, it's 2017, it's also been 2017 for a good 3 weeks now. I'm late. So very late. So today I'm just going to be discussing all of my bookish / other stuff goals for the year 2017, and I'm going to be rehashing my goals that I made for 2016 and whether or not I completed them. Spoilers! I didn't. Okay, so I have on my phone my goals that I made for 2016 that I mostly did not complete now that I'm looking at them. So the first goal of 2016 I made was to set my Goodreads goal to 100 books. In 2015, I read 102 books, I want to say, so that's why I was like, I can do it again. I can read 100 books in a year. No. I read like 54. At the very last second, I changed my goal to 60, and I still didn't hit it. So I failed twice. The next one that I made was to finish more series, and then I listed a bunch of series that I wanted to finish. Didn't finish a single one. So these series were The Hunger Games, Divergent, Gods of Olympus, The Raven Boys, and Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I did finish some series. I finished the Under the Never Sky trilogy by Veronica Rossi, and I think that was the only one. And I finished that in December, so whoops. The next thing that was my goal for 2016 was to read more classics. And then I listed a bunch of classics that I wanted to read. So I listed off Jane Eyre, Count of Monte Cristo, 1984, Animal Farm, Jane Austen books, specifically Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility, and The Princess Bride. I did read a lot more classics this year than I have in the past, and I bought a bunch in anticipation of reading classics. I didn't read a single one of the classics on my list. I read some this year, so hooray! And I'm planning on really reading a lot more this year, because I'm reading Anna Karenina right now, so. And then the next thing I had was a booktube goal, and that was to make better / original content, like skits and less tags. I didn't really do that, especially because the last half of the year I barely uploaded because life was cray-cray. So the stuff that I did was mostly hauls or reviews. So I didn't really do a lot of tags. Okay, so for 2017, I'm going to try and not be as specific with my goals because that really flopped last year. I am setting a Goodreads goal. I set it at 52, so that's like a book a week, and if I read more than that, great. If I don't, oh well. And side note, while I'm talking about Goodreads goals, do you guys count graphic novels and or manga in that? So I started reading Saga, and I started reading some more manga from my library, and I've been putting them on Goodreads, but then they're so small and I read them so quickly, I don't know if they count. So let me know in the comments below if you think that manga and graphic novels should count, or if I should just count like an entire series as one book. So if I read the entire Saga series, count that kind of as one book towards my goal. I don't know. I was just thinking about that. I was like, I don't know. I generally want to try and read more. And I know that's like a cop-out answer. It's like, that's so like, read more. But what that means is I'm gonna try and like force in reading every day. I'm going to school right now, and say, for example, I show up 20 minutes early. I'm gonna make sure that I have books with me, or I like have my phone with books on them so that I can just like read for like 10 minutes at a time. Just trying to really get it in every day. Another thing is to write more. I know in like August I made a writing vlog, so and I was like, I'm gonna upload these every 2 weeks, and then I literally never did another one because I didn't write since then, essentially. So this year I really want to kind of get some more writing in, so I'm gonna try and like reread all of my old writing like reference books to kind of get me in the mood, and I want to like watch more writing videos on YouTube because I also find that gets me really motivated. So I'm really going to try and get more writing done, especially in the summertime. And you know, I might do more writing vlogs, but like not right now because life is a little cray-cray. But you know, in the future that might be a thing that I will go back to because I had a lot of fun making that. The next goal, and it's essentially my last goal, but that is to read more of my books. I've been listening to audiobooks that I've been getting from Overdrive from my library for my commute, because I commute to school. I do get books from my library, but from now on I'm like, you know what? You're only allowed to get manga and graphic novels from the library, because I don't buy those because I don't think that for me, they're worth purchasing, except I actually might buy the saga bind-ups. But generally, I don't buy manga, especially because I read it so quickly that it's kind of like, spend $14 on it and read it in half an hour. So I get those from the library, but now I'm trying to really just read books that I have and try to not buy like as much books that I do buy. So buy less books and read more books that I own, because I have a lot of unread books on my shelves. Because I have 3 shelves. You only see this one, but I have 2 more in my room and they're full. Like, I have run out of shelf space at this point in time. Like, they're stacking and getting double stacked. And I have done some purges and I've gotten rid of some books and donated them, but I just really need to read the books that I own so then I can be like, oh, I didn't like that, I can get rid of it, because generally I try not to get rid of books that I haven't read already, and I find that because I'm not reading as much, it's just been like buying lots of books and not reading as much. It's not a good combo. Also, okay, it's not the last goal, but another thing I kind of want to do this year is to read sort of different stuff that I normally do. So I know there's like the read diverse thing that's going around Twitter and BookTube and all that sort of stuff, and I really would like to kind of get more diverse books into my reading list, as well as getting more non-fiction books. I actually just made like a book outlet purchase, and a bunch of them were non-fiction books, and I also have been sort of collecting some non-fiction history books lately, so I really just want to kind of get more into nonfiction, because I love nonfiction. It's just so interesting to me, especially like historical biographies and cool stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, so those are all my bookish resolutions for 2017. Please let me know in the comments down below what your resolutions are for this year and whether or not you accomplished your goals from last year, because I did not. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching my video. My name is Sarah, and I will see you guys later.